Hey guys, Buff for Game Bet today, bringing a video for our weapon blueprint series. And today we're going to be reviewing the Call of Duty Warzone Pro Pack, which was released today in the Call of Duty store for $19.99. So instead of using actual COD points, you use real currency, being US dollars or whatever your country's currency is. In this case, in the United States, $19.99 or $21 after tax. So what you get with this bundle, you see here on screen, this is, I believe, the first time we've seen a pack like this, which is pretty interesting. You get 2,400 COD points with this, which you're getting a value right there. Usually $24 worth of COD points you're getting for a few dollars cheaper, which is nice. You're also getting some other things included here. So you get the Winter Theater Ghost skin. So this is very similar to the classic Ghost skin that we saw, I believe, back in Season 4, introduced from Modern Warfare 2. So it's one of his Modern Warfare 2 skins. Again, just redesigned here a little bit for a Winter Theater. It's probably even one of the ones he uses in one of the Modern Warfare 2 single-player campaign missions in a winter, one of the winter single-player missions. So I'll have to go back and check on that, but I'm pretty sure it probably is. So it's called Winter Theater for the Ghost skin. You also get the Klondike light machine gun blueprint for the Finn LMG, the Knight's Armament light assault machine gun. You get the Bonanza handgun here, as well as the Lion Weight calling card and the Weave Your Magic emblem. Now on top of that, you also get double Battle Pass XP token and a double weapon XP token. So you can use those whenever you can, whether it's this season or next season. If you still need it, you can activate the double Battle Pass token for next season if we do, in fact, get a Season 7 for a Battle Pass. So that's what you get for this. Again, $19.99. And if you currently own some of these items, it will say, I'm not sure you get duplicates of these. But again, you're getting the COD points, which is indeed a value for what you're paying here with $19.99. So you're getting a few dollars cheaper for COD points. And a nice blueprint here, as you can see, with a Finn LMG, a Knight's Armament light assault machine gun, and then the Ghost skin, which is really nice. So let's back out first. We'll look at the Ghost skin really quick. So if we go to the Ghost skin here, you can see all the choices. Winter Theater, here it is, and you can see how that compares to the classic Ghost, which is the other one from Modern Warfare 2. So here we go, Winter Theater. Again, very, very similar, just kind of a slight reskin, giving it different camos. So he has that winter camouflage pattern there. Otherwise, it's the same skin. Again, a nice, pretty cool tactical looking Ghost skin. Very similar, basically the same thing we saw in Modern Warfare 2. But you can see here, if we just do a close-up on it, the detail, again, very nice. Always good to see a Modern Warfare 2 Ghost skin. I think this is one of his best skins that he has that I keep selected for Ghost here in Modern Warfare 2019. So that's the Ghost skin. If we go ahead and back out now, we'll look at the weapons quick and jump into some gameplay for them as well. So here we have the Finn LMG, or the Knight's Armament light assault machine gun. So if I go ahead and strip this down, you can see the blueprint here at base is the Klondike. We'll go over the changes versus the base one here in a little bit. But first off, for the muzzle, we're going to want the muzzle brake. So this is going to assist with the recoil stabilization. The cons being the ADS speed and the aiming stability. And you can see how it differs versus the base. It's actually going to change the muzzle brake entirely. So that's a completely different design for the muzzle brake. A completely different reskin here, which is nice to see on these type of blueprints. So we'll select the Klondike. And then for the barrel, we're gonna want the XRK Longshot Adverse barrel. So you can see here with some of the other Adverse barrels, you typically get a red rubber band on there. Here you get a blue, which I believe is specific to this blueprint. But this is the longest barrel for the Adverse, which bumps up your fire rate to around 1,000 rounds per minute from the base 600, I believe it is. Pros here, the damage at range, bullet velocity, and the fire rate increase. Cons being recoil control, aim down sight speed, and movement speed on this weapon. So you can see here the base versus the Klondike. So you can see, again, going from a red rubber band to a blue, and then we have just some nice patterns on the barrel for the handguard there as well. So go ahead and select that. Laser, we're going to want the tack laser. So this is going to assist with the ADS speed, aiming stability, aim walking steadiness. The con here is the laser is going to be visible to enemies when you are ADSing, so just keep that in mind. But again, for this weapon, we have a long barrel on this, so we want to take advantage of that. Here, you can't, unfortunately, see what the difference is, but we'll look at it in a little bit. It's because the barrel is so long. So the optic, the blueprint comes with the VLK 3x optic. This is a Russian optic. It's going to help with your zoom level. It does have those hidden stats that haven't been fixed yet. It's going to improve your ADS speed as well as improve your recoil control on the weapon, even though it doesn't say that. It's been bugged, I believe, since the very beginning of the game. They haven't gotten around to fixing it yet. So that's why everybody you see uses this VLK optic, because of those hidden stats. So you can see the base versus the Klondike. It's going to just be a darker variant of the optic itself. And then we're going to skip out on the stock. Again, you can see the different stock options we've always had with this one. Skip on the perk as well as the ammunition. It's just going to use the base 75 round belt of 5.56. You have the 100-round option, as well as you have the CT rounds, which I've really never seen anybody use the case telescoped ammos in this, just because it does so little damage, especially given it's a 5.56 weapon. Probably good in multiplayer, but not so much in Warzone. Now for the underbarrel, we're going to want the Merc foregrip. This is going to assist with the recoil control and the hip fire accuracy. Cons here are the aim walking movement speed and the aim down sight speed. So again, you can see the base versus the Klondike. We're going to get, again, just a blue band there at the bottom of the grip, as well as that gold tint there for the where the screw would be there at the top of the Merc, where it would connect to the rail system. So we'll go ahead and select that. And that is our final design here for the Klondike Fin LMG, the Knights Armament Company light assault machine gun. So let's back out. We'll take a look at the pistol. We have the red Sparrow pistol here. If we go ahead and select, you can see this is going to be for the 357. So go ahead and select this. It's going to change the handguard, or excuse me, the pistol grip there, and then some of the other options. We're only using 4 of the attachments too. So you're going to get the snub nose barrel here. It's going to assist with the ADS speed and the movement speed. Cons are the bullet velocity and the recoil control. Skip out on the laser optic. We're going to use sleight of hand for faster reload speed. It's actually going to use snake shot ammunition, which I didn't even realize in the gameplay, so it would have been good if I had double checked on that. It would have made it a little bit easier to hip fire probably, which you'll see. And then we have the lightweight trigger just for faster fire rate on this weapon, which is definitely needed because I'm never a fan of this weapon, and I'm still never going to use this. But my major complaint is that the fire rate is always so slow. It's not worth using in my mind. But again, that's the final design here. You have 1 free slot to use for an attachment, so it's really up to you if you want some sort of laser, maybe an optic, or maybe a muzzle device, perhaps a compensator, or the muzzle brake. So in this case, you probably want to put the compensator on. I think it would be good for the snake shots as well. So that is the red Sparrow blueprint. So really quick, let's take a look at that Fin LMG. If I just use a base Fin LMG here, we won't use any particular blueprint. We'll just put on the same attachments, just using the base, so we won't use any of the blueprint Franken-Smith. And you can see we'll do the tack laser. Optic will run that VLK, and then we'll run the Merc foregrip there. So that's the final design for this. You can see we have a tan PEC 15 laser there on the left, or excuse me, the right-hand side of the weapon. So if we back out and just swap up and down here, you can see this is the blueprint versus the base. Blueprint and the base. So you can see just the major differences are just really overall the camouflage design of the weapon. You have a little bit darker variant of the weapon. You have some gold attachments here on the weapon, so it's a gold and black type weapon. You can see the barrel inside is also gold there. The handguard has a nice unique design on it there as well. The bullets actually changed to blue tipped bullets, you can see here, versus the base Fin LMG. If you look at the ammunition, it's just regular standard 5.56 by 45 millimeter. And here with this blueprint, the rounds actually have a blue tip to them, and they look a little more silver in the casings as well. So keep that in mind. We have the blueprint band, and then you can see that the tack laser goes from the tan PEC 15 to the black and gold PEC 15 to fit along with the blueprint. And then if we look at the just different customizations for this, if we look at the camouflage, you can see how it covers it. Camos look good on this blueprint, doesn't take away from it whatsoever. Neither will any of the attachments really. You're not losing too much with the blueprint here. You can see some of these look really nice on this weapon as well. It really gives me more incentive to pick this up and try it in Warzone again. But if we were to select just a different handguard really quick, you can see the barrel itself. You don't have that gold tint, you don't have the gold on the barrel either. So you get rid of that just by selecting a different barrel on this weapon. You can see what something like that would look. It looks like the base of the barrel is going to stay gold, but the at the end there, so if we have these long barrels, you can see it's black there versus you can see the gold in the first half of the barrel there. Very odd that it doesn't take up the whole barrel. Versus with this one, for the blueprint, we have an entirely gold barrel on the weapon, which is interesting. So that's the final design for this Fin LMG, or the Knights Armament Company light assault machine gun. Go ahead and just jump into the gameplay, show you guys how this thing runs. And actually, I was pretty surprised how it handled. Definitely, like I said, it's going to give me more incentive to pick this weapon up and try it in Warzone again, since I haven't really used it since it was released. I remember when it first came out, I used it quite a bit, tried to get a feel for it, but I kind of like fell to the wayside, especially with the adverse barrels here. I know initially it was killing people very, very quickly if you can control the recoil. So I may pick that up and give it another try, especially with that high rate of fire. If you can control that recoil and get shots on target, it's going to be really good. It's just the only issue with this is that you only have at most 100 rounds for the 5.56 by 45mm NATO rounds on this one. If we had a 150 or a 200, it'd be a little bit more viable with that adverse barrel. Otherwise, you just got to use the base barrels, which is going to slow your rate of fire around 400 rounds per minute to a total of 600 rounds per minute, which you're going to be very, very accurate, but you really are going to miss out on the time to kill versus a lot of other weapons. So you really want to use this weapon in particular situations. So I think it would be a really good Warzone video to pick this up and see how it works with both of those barrels one more time. So that is the Pro Pack for the Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone Pro Pack. Again, $19.99 in store. You get the 2,400 COD points, which is definitely a deal outright. If you didn't get the classic Ghost skin from the previous packs that were in Season 4 for Ghost, for his Modern Warfare 2 skin, you can get it with this, with the Winter Theater skin. And again, you get a pretty cool blueprint here as well, but mainly you're getting it for the COD points and the double Battle Pass tokens, as well as the double Weapon XP tokens that you can use at any time. I think those are really the main takeaways here. You're getting definitely a good bundle. You get a good deal for this at a discount price, in my personal opinion. So let me know what you guys think of that down below. Is this something you'll end up getting? If not for the blueprints or the skin for Ghost, at least for the COD points and the double Battle Pass XP. I think that'd be definitely come in handy for Season 7 if that is in fact what we get. And speaking of Season 7, be sure to check out my Season 7 wishlist video. I did put that up yesterday here on the channel. So you can go ahead and check that out and let me know what you guys think of Season 7, if we're even going to get one. It seems like we probably will. Whether they call it a Season 7 or not, there's absolutely going to be continued support, especially with the integration of the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War weapons. So I go over all that in the video. We cover a bunch of weapons wish lists, such as the G28, HK416s, the AK-12, a bunch of different options, as well as how the integration is going to work when the Cold War weapons come in. If they're going to just be the base 1980 versions of the weapons that we're going to see in Cold War, or if it's going to be a more modernized take on the weapon as it's being introduced into Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So go ahead and check that video out. I think we cover quite a bit of information there. There's even probably some more we could cover with a part 2, but we'll have to wait and see. There's 19 days left in the Season 6 Battle Pass, and Black Ops Cold War releases the end of next week. So I believe we should be getting an announcement probably after that initial release weekend for Cold War, whether or not we're getting a Season 7 or whatever that continued support is going to be. But we're definitely getting continued support. There's already been weapons leaked, so it's just a matter of time to see what specifically is going to be added and how it's going to be added with Cold War coming out. So let me know down below what you guys think of that, what you think of the Klondike blueprint here. You can see just the high rate of fire is just downing people, even though we're in just multiplayer here. Custom game versus bots, it's downing people very, very quickly because of that high rate of fire with that average barrel up to about 1,000 rounds per minute. So it's actually very impressive how fast this weapon kills. So I'm just going to leave you guys with the gameplay. Just using this weapon primarily. I'll use the pistol a little bit here in the gameplay, but you can see how the thin LMG handles. Let me know if you use the thin LMG in Warzone at all. I know Odin and a couple people in the community do use this a little bit, and I definitely want to pick this back up. I was pretty excited when it came out, used it quite a bit, and then it just kind of fell to the wayside as other weapons came out and I experimented with other ones. I removed it from my class, but I think it's definitely something I'm going to re-add and try again. But let me know down below what you think of the Knights Armament Company Light Assault Machine Gun with the Fin LMG, what you think of the bundle overall, and then what you want to see in Season 7. And be sure to check out that Season 7 wishlist video and listen to everything I have to say there. I think we cover a lot of really good options and things that I think we will see here still introduced in Call of Duty Modern Warfare going forward, even when Cold War comes out. Also, if you're enjoying the content, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, the social media links are down below for Twitter, Instagram, as well as the Discord. We have a nice community over there, and we do live stream 3 times a week here on YouTube. So go ahead and check that out. I'll leave you guys with the gameplay. Till next time, this is Buffner Gaming. Out.